What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be analyzing Angel Reese's behavior, how she went from being a basketball player to now being an influencer, and how social media push women to over-sexualize themselves. Stay tuned. So Angel Reese has solidified her name in the social media streets, even though she is a basketball player. The WNBA, Women National Basketball Association, has been getting a lot of attention since recent years, which has given them a place in the spotlight. In case you don't know Reese, she's a professional basketball player, part of the WNBA, playing for the Chicago Sky, who in 2022 got a lot of attention due to their rivalry with Caitlin Clark, who is a member of the Iowa team. They were the best members of their teams, and thus this created a friction between the two. Women basketball games have become really popular over the years, and thus this gave Reese a platform, and she sort of have become a social media influencer. With popularity comes attention, and you know what they say, attention is a hell of a drug. Reese started dressing very provocative and sexy, and I understand she's a beautiful girl and people like to feel good about themselves, but there is a fine line between sexy and promiscuous. Like I said, she's beautiful and has a really nice body. The problem comes when you are trying to be feminine, but instead you look very lousy, very seductive, and people start sexualizing you to the point that they are not appreciating you for who you are, but just for your body. I remember a while ago there was this occasion where she was being interviewed after one of their games where she pretty much broke down in tears because of the bullying that she was receiving online. She was receiving death threats and how people were pretty much sexualizing her, and she was in tears. Now, after she started dressing this way after that interview, people pretty much started seeing her as a hypocrite, because how you go from crying and complaining that you are being sexualized to now you dressing that way.
I don't really get to stand up for myself. I mean, I have great teammates. I have a great support system. I got my hometown. I got my family that stands up for me. I don't really get to speak out on things just because I just try to ignore, and I just try to stand strong. Like, I've been through so much. I've seen so much. I've been attacked so many times. Death threats. I've been sexualized. I've been threatened. I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time. And I just try to stand strong for my teammates because I don't want them to see me down and like not be there for them. So I just want them to always just know, like, I'm still a human. Like, all this has happened since I won the national championship, and I said the other day I haven't had peace since then, and it sucks. But I still wouldn't change. I wouldn't change anything, and I would still sit here and say, like, I'm unapologetically me. I'm gonna always leave that mark and be who I am and stand on that. And hopefully the little girls that look up to me, and hopefully I give them some type of inspiration that, hopefully it's not this hard and all the things that come at you, but keep being who you are, keep waking up every day, keep being motivated, staying who you are, staying 10 toes, don't back down, and just be confident.
I really hate to see this. I really hate to see our young women suffer. This war is very cruel, especially if you are in social media, if you are famous. But the point is that whatever she was feeling in the previous video that I just showed pretty much is gone, because now she is being sexualized and now she just don't care. I guess it makes her feel good that people are praising her for her body. And we gotta be honest, basketball players, in this case women basketball players, don't tend to be very feminine, or people don't look up to them because of their figures. But in this case, Angel Reese is very pretty, very beautiful. So I guess that makes her feel good, because who doesn't want to feel good about themselves? People like to know that they look good, that people appreciate them by who they are. The problem here is that if you dress a certain way, people are going to perceive you that way and they are not going to appreciate you for who you are internally, but just by looking at you as a piece of meat. And people looking at her a certain way, it already started to happen. Like in the occasion when she invited Shaquille O'Neal to her podcast here in YouTube, he made her really uncomfortable when he started talking about the shorts that she wear.
Just lower like that to where it gives you ability to dunk. Bro, imagine you in
I'm not imagining.
Let me finish. Imagine you in the same little shirt you had on at the Wild 'N Out show dunking. You know how many t-shirts you gonna sell, cuz? You tripping.
Oh my
What?
God.
What?
Oh God.
The same little shirt you had on.
Okay, all right, all right, all right,
dunking,
all right, all right.
Bro.
As you can see, she was extremely uncomfortable, and I don't blame her. Who wants to be talked to that way by an old man? It doesn't matter who it is, it doesn't matter how famous it is. Shaquille O'Neal is an old man and she's a young lady, and here he is talking about, oh, look at your little shorts that you got. How many shorts are you going to sell if you wear? It's time for girls to be more modest. And I don't mean to dress like a nun, but in a way that your value is in compromise, because people are going to address you or perceive you in the way that you dress. And you can change that.
I don't want to ask you how would you see my style, but what would you want to see me in? More of.
I want to see you in like more clothes.
Okay.
Right? Like I understand you tall, you want to show your legs. That's what you love about yourself. But I want to kind of see you like in more clothes, if that makes sense.
What you want to see?
Like a designer?
Yeah, like if you was to dress me right now.
Oh, if I was to be dressed, it would be a whole different. But you know what? I can't even say that though, because it would take, this is my process. So if I had to fit in with you, I would have racks and racks of clothes. And we would like go through, I would ask you to go through the racks and tell me everything that you loved right away, right? And then I'll ask you to go back and tell me everything that you hated, right? And so I'll create 2 rails and we'll go through everything you love and we'll start to build from that. And so that's how I like to help you cultivate your style. And then I have another rack and it'll be like things that I think you should be wearing. So after I've made you comfortable, because now I understand what you like, and then we'll start going into the things I think you should be wearing. And then we'll end with the things that you thought you would never wear.
In case you didn't notice, this is a man, but that's not the point. The point is that he's a stylist and he was honest and unbiased. You can tell that he doesn't really know her like that, so he's not going to be biased about his opinion when it comes to her outfits. It's kind of sad that it's going to take a man that wants to be a woman to tell you that he wants to see you in more clothes. We have to be honest. People want to say women should dress how they want to and nobody should judge them. But unfortunately, that's not the world that we live in. This is a very dangerous place with a lot of predators and mean people. You're going to be judged by what you wear, and it is what it is. If you dress cheap, you look cheap. And if you dress in a provocative way, people are going to assume that you are a loose woman. And that way of thinking has been that way for thousands of years and will continue that way. That's why people know how to identify streetwalkers, if you know what I mean. Unfortunately, nowadays, the culture is if you are a woman and you want to shine, you want notoriety, you want to be famous, a singer, an actress, you have to be extra promiscuous. You have to show your skin. And if you don't, you're going to be left behind. And it's really sad that it's that way. It's not fair that if I have a talent, let's say that I'm an actress, a singer, a basketball player in this case, and if I want some sort of notoriety, if I want to be famous, I have to show my body. If not, people are not going to notice me. But this is what people require. This is what the consumers want. They want skin, they want controversy, and this is what sells. Let's start the conversation below. Do you agree with Angel Reese dressing that way, or is it too provocative? Don't forget to subscribe and see you on the next one.